Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Chara Williford. I am the owner and founder and CEO of Be Your Best Yet Coaching and Consulting. And I am a leadership coach and consultant. All right, so I wanted to come on here briefly and talk about a hot topic right now, which is deciding to interview. So, in my world, I like to say hit the submit button. So, but before you hit a submit button, number one, you have to decide, am I going to apply for this educational leadership position? And by that, I mean, are you going to apply for the principal's position, the AP position, and or, the coach or a district leadership position is as well. But in this case, because I specialize in um, early career principals, aspiring principals, or as I like to say, future principals, I'm going to speak to school leaders, school building level leadership right now. All right. So I was having a conversation over the weekend with a person, and they were sharing with me, they had saw some of my posts talking about how jobs are beginning to post. And to be quite honest, it's just where we are right now, leadership jobs really post all year. Even it used to be typically around January. There was this big flood, January, February, March. But now, sometimes they post all year. But anyhow, so I asked this person, I said, so are you going to apply for the position? And the person said, I don't know. I don't really know if I'm ready. Well, I think I'm ready, but I don't know. They may have already have someone else in mind for the position. And so I said, well, guess what? Number one, what's for you is for you. But number two, you cannot base your decision to apply for in any position, but especially a building level leadership position, and you're concerned about who else is going to apply, if someone else is favored for the job, or if you're stewing or not about whether you're ready to assume the position. So I have this advice for those of you that are pondering. So I want you to actually do a T chart, a simple T chart, pros and cons of actually applying for the job of principal, the job of assistant principal, and I'll even put in instructional coach as well, because those are very competitive positions as well. What are the pros? I'm not saying about you actually getting the position, but what's the pros and cons of you just applying, of you hitting the submit button? What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? And you have to know, and only you know, if you're ready. And to be quite honest, no one is ever 300% prepared for the next job. You do have to have knowledge and skills, and you must have, as I like to say, receipts in your current role that really can demonstrate and show that you have actually accomplished some things that really benefited the entire school community, particularly if you want to apply for a principalship. What's your impact and influence, and what have you done as an AP? The same thing. If applying from an instructional coach or teacher leader and you want to become an assistant principal, the exact same thing, the exact same question as it relates to being a coach, an academic coach, instructional coach is as well. But again, do that and let your decision to apply be based upon your body of work, and not if you don't think that you're good enough, or you're so concerned about if someone else is going to apply. Because while you're concerned about if other people are going to apply or not, and you don't, guess what? They apply. They may get the job, they may not, but you'll never know if you will or not. Okay. So just to recap, really think about I want to apply. I'm really thinking about applying. So do a T chart for yourself. What's the pros and what's the cons of applying? And let that be the start. Don't make it about anyone else. Make it about you and your goals and your own readiness to assume this next level. Because what we know about being a leader, while we don't know everything, and you won't know every single thing, you also have to have a certain level of confidence, to be a risk taker and try and to sometimes do things in the dark when you don't always know the answers, or you may not always know the outcome. And hitting the submit button um, really challenges you to have to think about that. And that's why some of you are afraid to apply. So really think about, why are you afraid to apply? Do a T chart. These are the pros, these are the cons, and base that decision solely just off of that. Okay. So I'd like for you to, in the comments, just comment below or send me a message. What's really keeping you? I'm curious. I know this person's what they shared with me, but I'm just curious to know, what's keeping you from hitting the submit button? What's keeping you from applying? APs, what's keeping you from applying for the role of principalship? Instructional coaches or teacher leaders, what's keeping you from applying for AP? Teacher leaders, what's keeping you from applying for instructional coach positions or academic coach positions? All right. Comment below, send me an inbox, pardon me, and hopefully this helped some of you to really consider that particular question. All right. So this is Dr. Chara. I am signing out. And don't forget, let me know. I really want to know what is keeping you from hitting the submit button. All right. Make sure that you follow Be Your Best Yet online, as well as follow me, Dr. Chara. Talk soon. Make sure that you have a thriving day. Be your best yet. Bye.